shit I've seen. Who the fuck does that? What's up, Raven? How you doing, bro? Hopefully your day been good. My night, unfortunately, just got fucking irritated by some real stupid ass shit. I'm gonna be going to Japan in September. Oh, neat. You going there as a vacation or is it a job related thing? What's up, Psyche? Excuse me. Appreciation going to Hawaii too. Oh snap, brother! You sound like you better live life. The only thing, I will say, I pray that you pray before you get on any flight. I know this may sound like I'm jinxing it, but like me personally, I've never flown on a plane before, and hearing all this crap about niggas not knowing what they doing when flying, operating these planes, it just got my nerve. It just verifies my freaking suspicion even more that not verify my suspicion, rather increases my fear factor for why I will never get on a plane. I wish you a safe journey and return home. Is what I'm trying to say. My bad, I put food in my mouth. I don't see. Oh my goodness gracious, what? I hope I don't see Samuel L. Jackson there playing LOL. How I'm doing? I'm doing fine. But like I told Raiden, my night just got irritated by one really dumbass thing that I saw. I'm gonna set the stage for y'all so y'all can understand why it irritates the fuck out of me. I put dishes in the dishwasher. Oh, hold on, let me rephrase this. My auntie does this thing where she'll fill up the dishwasher with every damn dish in the damn sink to the point that dishes are piled up on top of each other and they're not even properly set in the racks and they're all over the place or bundled up together. So I took a few out, right? This is when I got home from work. Took a few out, set it on the counter, left the rest because they all needed to be clean, put a Tide Pod in so that the dishwasher can do its thing. I come back downstairs probably 4 hours later, like legitimately, before I even started the stream. Went downstairs to get a drink. I was like, let me get one of the clean cups from the dishwasher. I opened the dishwasher and I see dirty dishes stacked on clean dishes. After I just sat here and cleaned them damn things. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, why? Do you bother to check the dishes if they're clean or not before you just throw dirty dishes on top of clean dishes? And this is not the first time she's done this. She's done this multiple times. At this point, I'm like, bro, I'm tired of even using dishes. I'm gonna just buy plastic cups and forks. What's the point of even touching these dishes? I swear that crap just irritated my freaking nerve. Just even repeating out of my mouth in detail of what happened pisses me off. I don't even want to talk about it. Oh my, well, I want to talk about it, but it's just like, it irritates my nerve. It's like, bro. Like, what are we doing here? The more, it's like, good lord. At this point, just don't touch the dishes. And what's worse, we're running out of dishwasher Tide Pods to keep redoing this freaking practice of cleaning the dishes, pit dirty dishes with clean dishes, and not even bother to put the dishes away. It's like, come on. Who about to spend money for more freaking of them freaking pods? Who gonna do it? I'm not about to do it. I promise on God I won't. Hold up. Let me rephrase it. Let me not disrespect the Lord like that. I won't do it on my soul. I won't. I will not go to the store on Friday or Saturday or Sunday buying more dish detergent pods. I promise to God. I keep saying God. I keep messing up my vocabulary. You get the point I'm making. It's so irritating to keep seeing that. Ooh. Electric Quantum Imaginary. Hold up. Let me change this team up. Oh, thank God I can change it. Let's do. It's like Quantum, so I want to bring you. For Electric, I want to bring you. I want to bring you, and then Dong Hung. Confirm. Yep.
Stop the run.
Fighting is meaningless.
My bad. Just to let y'all know, I'm reading what y'all type in. Just to let y'all know, because y'all understand my plight.
Receive divinity.
Keep up. You can fight it, or rock with it. Execute the Marastruck! No amnesty for the Marastruck.
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break! Bloom. Repay. The dead return!
You can't hurt me. That's it. What if it hurts? You can fight it, or rock with it. Let's rock. You can fight it, or rock with it.
Oh, hold up. Did I ask how y'all day was today? My bad if I didn't. How was your day today? Also, I'm mad at HR right now. How come?
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
The best is yet to come.
Really now? This is way more trouble than I could have asked for. Or you could sit back and watch. I'm kidding, Danny. Lend me a hand, pretty please. All right, now let's get him.
Fighting is meaningless.
Alright, let me read real quick. Wish at work we got one of those steaming dishwashing machines because the kitchen is so small. I had to do everything by hand. Okay, I feel that. Because I be needing to clean my containers sometimes, and I don't feel like doing it by hand. Because I don't know where them sponges been at. Because I don't got enough pulls for Fate Collab or Cypher. No. Ooh. Holy guacamole. I don't know what to tell you, brother. Granted, I don't even know if the freaking Fate Collab banner is even going to be using the same exact currency or different currency. Pedro having a collab too with Devil May Cry. Oh yeah, I did hear about that. Oh, Raiden Shogun, did you play Wu-Wah by any chance? I'm curious. Yes? Okay, I would like you to give me your opinion about the whole Zanny Phoebe thing. If you can. If you don't really have an opinion on it, don't worry about it.
Less. Bloom. The dead return!
Execute the Marastruck! No amnesty for the Marastruck. Let's rock.
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
What if it hurt? You can fight it, or rock with it.
What's up, Star? My day is okay. I was talking to someone because they came up here. Well, we went to the store. Didn't really do much today. Okay. I actually listened to ASMR to sleeping. Immediately woke up since I remember that you're streaming. LOL. Star. Oh my goodness. What, was you listening to Finon whisper in your ears? Good lord, girl.
The Black Tide is remarkably quick to detect the light of Amphorius. So or rather, the blessings of the Sky Priest in me, might have unknowingly called them to me. Anyway, never mind that for now. Here, you might want to have a look at this.
No, it was my day. If I can make it any better. More enlighten me. What does he mean by examining 100% simple use? I don't. By the way, I have a student who loves to write comments. What if that state tightens the feed? If we prove that among all the which is the wrong one, that's what I'm right. You will surely ask. I doubt your students or girl have any. What's your research? Oh my goodness, this whole dialogue on this thing is crazy. The sky ships were the wrong answer to reach the sky. So what other way can you reach the sky? For those who played the story, don't you dare spoil this for me. Because I am extremely intrigued right now.
This is new. I didn't know Professor Anaxa was researching the sky. He's never mentioned anything about it. Might is an understatement. Anaxa has never been one to venerate the gods, nor has he ever found it within himself to put any faith in the prophecy. People have come to think of him as a heretic, even in a place as liberal as the Grove. Yet, it is also this very blasphemer that Cersei's favors. Fate sure works in mysterious ways.
Oh, I forgot to ask Star, how was your day today?
Oh, let me have a look. By the looks of them, these scrolls are records of two conversations that took place in the same setting, one after the other.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Sure, go ahead. The Grove of Epiphany is home to 7 schools of thought. While all 7 schools are founded on the ideologies of Thalesis, the first scholar, each is unique in its own way. Among them, the Venerationists revere and worship the Titans the most. As the sage of the Venerationists, Euthyphro has always been at loggerheads with Anaxa. If we were to place the 7 sages on the scales of Talanton, Anaxa and Euthyphro would be placed on opposite sides to achieve balance. Nearly everyone in Amphorius has heard the story of the skyships by now. Aquila's stature is loftier than the heavens, and their divine retribution is merciless. That's why it's no use building giant skyfaring ships. Oh, but I do wonder if a supercharged mini treaty cannon could slip past their watch. These forests primarily study the application of alchemy and soul repair. Everyone considers Anaxa a blasphemer, but that has never stopped him from sharing his ideas, no matter how taboo. If you must say that he's hiding something, then it's likely what lies beneath his eye patch. Anaxa often says that every failure brings us one step closer to the truth. Perhaps, to him, the crash of the sky ship carries a different interpretation. The firmament is not impenetrable. On the contrary, it was precisely because the sky ship represented the first step toward breaking free from the shackles of the earth that it provoked the wrath of the Sky Titan and brought divine punishment upon itself.
A very Genshin-esque interpretation. And I'm enjoying it. Also, what I ate today, I didn't really have much to eat, honestly. I'm fasting, personally. I'm running out of food to eat, personally. Rather, hold on. It's not that I'm running out of food to eat. No, it is. I'm in like this half and half place where I'm running out of food to eat, but there's something in the kitchen for me to at least attempt to put together to make something to eat. So I'm like, but like, bro, I don't feel like making myself a lunch for tomorrow for work. Which reminds me, I gotta see if they freaking approved my day off for Friday. I need to see it. They better have approved that crap. Because I refuse to go to work on Friday. And for us, is one big Impact Third reference. I don't know about that. The only reason I say that is purely because I didn't play Impact Third, so I don't really know anything related to like what the firmament nonsense. I just know about the whole universe structure stuff. Like, oh, this is the great tree. Universe is falling to the pool of quanta to be devoured by it and fed to the tree. Worlds are on the branches of the tree. Face ass. Also, hey Mimi, how you doing? Go away, Barbara. Damn, never mind. Wrong game.
It's a shame that the majority of the Grove's research on Aquila was headed by the Venerationists, with sacrificial rituals
It better be
making up a
Greenwood.
predominant part of their findings. Discourse about more esoteric subject matters in relation to Aquila dwindled even further after the skyship incident. So much so that even this scroll is completely new to me.
Ain't this some BS? These niggas still ain't improve it. Despite the fact I put it in on Tuesday. Your siege wing is
That's what
C1
I'd
now?
like to know.
Did Singapore?
What are these experiments he's involved in? Even I, the assistant lecturer, know next to nothing about them.
How did you get a C1 siege wing when siege wing not even on the banner right now? Unless I'm wrong.
I have a bad
Yo, what's up,
feeling
X? How you
about
doing?
this. Could
I'm
there
good.
be
How about you?
more
I'm
to
doing
what
fine.
happened at the Grove?
I ain't talking about. I don't know. I got her. Wait, how in the world do you pull for a character and you don't know how you pull for the character? You just said I got her. How? That's the question that needs to be answered.
Can't stop the run. You can fight it or rock with it. Execute the Marastruck.
Nothing major. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
I'm at my worst. Anyway.
Turn it up. No amnesty for the Marastruck.
That's it, Mimi. Also, that's sad to hear, X. What was today a trash day?
This is the Library of Philia, a place where the Grove stores its collection of tomes. Other than books written by the 7 schools, you can also find philosophical texts, ballads, and religious writings from the Outlands here. Cities that desire to learn from the Grove were apparently expected to contribute knowledge of equal value to what they saw.
Alright, let me read. Some people can get characters early if they in different server. Oh, okay. Did you see the leaks for 3.4 boss Scarlet? You're cooked. No. And I don't want to peel on the basis because I want to be surprised by the boss. That's why I don't want to see it. First, do you speak other languages besides English? The answer is no. I tried to learn Spanish in middle school. Or rather, was it early high school or was it middle school? I'm pretty sure it was middle school. It just wasn't cutting out for me, bro.
We've had more than our fair share of hilarious episodes over the years. For instance, it's said that the Erythrocaramists once borrowed a manuscript from a certain author, but ended up returning a copy instead of the original. What's more, the original manuscript was supposedly then hidden here. Nice? No need to hold yourself back, Danny. You can just tell it like it is. Their behavior was no different from bandits. Whew. You've got me there. Some said you couldn't even find a dictionary in Castrum Kremnos, so I guess they were spared. There are too many books in the Library of Philia. Flipping through them all will take too long. Why don't we use the Biblioslate to search for the texts we need? We can bring them back to Akuma for reading after that.
Here we go. I swear for the life of me, that last word looked like it's supposed to be video. Guys, I could be entirely wrong. I'm about to put that Google Translate in and see what happens. This is some. Have you translated it? Oh no! I'm just reading the dialogue on the screen. I haven't translated what you said yet. Actually, let me see if I can do it right now. My freaking thing better be fucking approved, bro. Cause if not, I'm gonna call out on Friday. Cause I got somewhere I gotta be on Friday. Give me 1 second. what language you even typed it in. You got to tell me what language this is before I even make my next move. Spanish? Okay. Oh, so that's what it said. Interesting. Granted, you said it was a lie anyway, so. You know, I was about to go on my spiel about my personal position of where I stand on the idea of self-deletion. I was about to say my own spiel about it, but I'm not gonna say that right now because I don't think that's the time and place for it. I'm got it on my phone screen. A skill issue. It's a lie, or is it? Well, that ain't for me to answer. That's for you to answer personally.
Ugh, it's so dusty in here. Whoa. Are these all complaints about him? I can already see what they must have written. Anaxa has no respect for the gods. His very existence undermines order in our society. They're probably all things like that.
Vsauce theme. I don't think I've heard of this before. Vsauce theme.
Why else would they call him the great performer? When Anaxer established his school of thought, the first thing he apparently did was read his own work to everyone. Are the Titans truly an accurate reflection of what humans think gods should be? Worlds created by gods are indubitably perfect, but what of Amphorius? Only foolishness and insensitivity everywhere you turn. They marched him straight to the seat of judgment before he could finish. Though what he took on in the end was more of a debate than an actual trial. He had to address every one of the scholar's allegations, or face expulsion from the grove. The first allegation was... Do you agree that since the Titans created the heavens and earth, so the mountains, rivers, and seas must likewise be their creations?
Okay, hopefully my mic is back on. My apologies. I thought something was crawling on my leg, and so I kind of kicked up my desk, which unplugged my mic. Hopefully it sounds good now. Y'all let me know if my voice is good. If y'all can even hear me. She's talking with a mute, LOL. Also, make sure y'all hit
Anaxa
the
would
like
have
button. Thank
probably
you.
been spared a lot of trouble if he had answered this way. Instead, he quoted past instances of the flame chase journey and posited that humans have the potential to take over the divinity of Titans. Needless to say, his critics didn't take kindly to his answer, so they followed up with a second allegation. You claim to be studying souls, yet you are, in fact, defiling them and committing acts condemned by the gods. Do you admit it? Anaxa always wears an eye patch, never removing it, even when alone. Some say he used one of his eyes as an alchemical ingredient. Every being in the world owes their safekeeping to Kifili, and this is even more so for the Chrysos heirs who have divine blood coursing through them. If he has really done something of that nature, then it'd indeed be sacrilegious.
I wonder if there's going to be a unit in HSR that can boost up HP stat. It would be indirect buff for Blade and Jingliu. Oh yeah, cause isn't those two like getting? I know they're getting like buffs so that either if they're flipping around like they're attacking HP stuff, they're flipping it around and they're buffs. Something along those lines. I do remember hearing about that via a YouTube short I came across.
Thankfully, they had no way to prove it, so it amounted to nothing more than an allegation in the end.
So you
One
doing
by
lost
one,
cause. Silence,
Anaxa
fools.
engaged in wars
I know
of
how you
words
doing.
against those who would challenge him. Toward the end, a scholar asked him, Anaxagoras, have you any respect for the gods? It was only after a brief silence that he answered, I have never denied that Titans are meant to be noble constructs. Yes, I'm not sure how that controversy was eventually resolved, but what's for certain at least is that Anaxa was allowed to stay in the grove where he continued his research, despite being regarded as a heretic. By the way, this stack of complaint letters has reminded me of a place in the grove. We may find clues there that aren't on the teleslate. I'm talking about Anaxa's alchemy lab, hidden between the cornerstones.
Yeah, I may not get an option in a future promotion anymore. I'm getting prepped to become the next boss, so my workload is increasing. Oh god. Hopefully it won't be too much of an issue for you. But nonetheless, congratulations on getting the boss position. Granted, actually, I will receive my congratulations if you really don't want to get the boss position at all. Then I apologize. Let's continue. Oh, hold up. My bad. Almost forgot. I need to say this as well. Okay, so before I started the stream, I was on Genshin Impact. I threw like 20 pulls at a Scoffier's banner, and for those of you who are in the Discord, in the more tight-knit circle Discord, y'all know what I posted in there. And I'm not gonna hold you. I am extremely tempted to pull for a Scoffier for only one reason and one reason only. They know what they was doing when they designed her. They knew what they were up to. Can't blame me for my actions. Granted, within 20 pulls, I managed to get my boy Aoife, so that's good. But I got like 49 pulls left, so we gotta wait and see what happens. I either am going to win or lose the 50-50. It's one of the two. Also, while we're on the topic, I was going through all my cryo and hydro characters just to see what cryo or hydro character would like enable like cryo resistance or cryo resistance debuffing to like the opponent. And surprisingly, I found out that freaking Ching Cho and Chung Yoon both did it, which I was surprised by when I looked through their kits. Granted, I think it's both in their constellations for why they do that, with them doing that. We're missing one character in the character shop thing. There's a question mark on the spot. Oh, you talking about for HSR? I think I remember seeing it. Garters and butt cleavers. Yeah, you gooning. Galaxy 4 does damage increase in her burst and is good pairing. Okay. Because the only reason I was even scrolling, my bad, I'm sorry, we doing this Genshin talk in the middle of the Star Request, but I just need to say, because the amount of, the Ultra Doom posting that I've been seeing about freaking Skirk's kits is like, I cringe at it, because like, people are saying she's only good if you have Farina on the team. Well, someone doesn't have Farina on the team. And none of that, there's another thing I had to come to realize after watching so many videos related to the topic and so much discourse in the comment sections related to the topic as well. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, oh my god, the casual player does not give two F's if Skirk's damage output can be done the way it's intended if she has 4 or 5, well, not 4 or 5, my bad. Like, if she has like 3 5-star characters in her team. They don't care. The only people who really give a damn about Skirk's damage output not being higher than Mawika's or being higher than Ayaka's or whatever the crap you want to sell it as are people who care about the meta so bad. The 1% who like C6s all their characters. They're the only ones who give a damn about it. So now, when I'm thinking about this video on how I want to make it, I gotta present this argument being like, they're the only ones who care. Casual players do not give a crap. Granted, I'm also curious right now. Someone can answer this for me, whoever plays Genshin Impact in this chat right now. For the Spiral Abyss, for right now, this Spiral Abyss, if the Spiral Abyss has even reset yet. Right? Who's clearing it right now? Like, I just need to know, who's clearing the Spiral Abyss right now? With ease. Because, yeah, we had HP inflation, like, what, last patch. But what about now? What's the deal going on now? Skeleton and Archscope are meant to be played together. That is true. Granted, I will say this, though. Another reason I was scrolling through my characters was because I was seeing what characters do I have that could apply cryo reactions or help apply the cryo reaction the most. And honestly, it feels like I only have 2 characters who can do it the most, or technically 3, would be my Layla, my Chongyun, and finally my freaking Kaya. Because like, there's the only 3 that applies cryo the most out of everyone on my account. Because they only released 2 cryo catalyst characters, but like, we don't have a cryo catalyst character that just like keeps throwing cryo attacks as long range attacks, as far as I remember. Let's get towards Scotland, but I already cleared it with these already. Ooh, awesome. My Mona has 2 strong teams now. True. Let me ask this question. My bad. We're still in the midst of this conversation, but y'all gonna get the point. Yeah, Charlotte does exist. I was thinking about using her on my team for my Skirk if I don't pull for Escoffier. But seeing as my goonish behavior is leading me to pulling for Escoffier, not because of what she provides, but because of how she looks. I'm so down horrendous. I need to make a video saying I am such a gooner. Slap it on the thumbnail and post it. Oh my goodness, the video. I will have to freestyle that whole video if I do that. But let's continue the story. We're going to continue the conversation as well. Whew. Oh my goodness, I'm dying.
It's a well-kept secret. Among the 7 sages, excluding the nominal chief sage, each has a private sanctuary where they can conduct research undisturbed in their free time. Even the administrators of the Library of Philia are restricted from accessing those places and documenting the sage's research. But grove in this state. I'm sure Nexa won't be mad even if we sneak into the lab for a short while. Right?
Anywho, back to the conversation. Just to be on it. Without a shadow of a doubt, I will be putting freaking Chung Yu in my Skirk team. Purely because I want to be able to slap his field on the ground. Granted, I don't know if Skirk's basic attacks will be infused with Cryo if she does her skill or not. I don't know about that. Shoot, actually, what I'm really interested and curious about is what Skirk's constellation is looking like. Genuinely. Because people have been on this whole thing about Skirk's damage being locked behind the whole the frozen reaction stuff and whatnot, right? Because they're looking at her passives. But I'm genuinely curious about what her constellation is looking like and what that conversation about to be like when those get revealed. Come on, let's go up here. Oh, those are two teams? Nice. What's crazy is I've realized that I need to work on my Shinha. Granted, actually, I need C6 Shinha if I want her to be decent, if I remember correctly. Especially for a team with, of course, homegirl. I'll link those. Search for skills. Okay, thank you. I really appreciate it. You know, what's even so damning? I need to say this, bro. What's so damning about me and myself and I is that, bro. I swear to God, the first 2 years of Genshin, I did not give two craps about meta or reading characters' kits. I just played the game. No type of effort, no type of nothing. And now, after the 3rd year of the game, going on to the 4th and 5th, I'm over here caring about meta-related stuff, despite the fact I'm not even a meta-hardcore person like that. And you know who I blame?
Where
I
is
blame
everything?
these freaking Doom posters or like people who are ultra obsessed about getting the highest max damage. I blame those individuals. I swear to God, I blame them. They're the only reasons I even bothered to care about character kits in the first place. Alright, see you later, maybe. Alright, let me read. Let me see. Boost IQ, but I don't know if this is just for her or not. Is all you need.
Materials for alchemical experiments,
That's a
matrix diagrams,
That's your own
and
deal.
even the seal to the lab. They're all gone.
That's your own deal.
The black tide destroyed it all.
No, it's not that I'm sitting here like ultra caring about meta in the sense of, oh, I am looking to build every unit so that I have the most meta optimal team. It's more so of I become aware of what these characters do, and then now I can have my opinion on the conversation. Because before I wasn't even like this. I was just like, what meta? What are you talking about? And then now I'm so more aware of it, caught up on it, that's like, ugh. Now I can't even look away from it if I wanted to. Like you care about meta anyways. You don't even play Genshin enough to even max out your characters. Okay, that's valid. Why are we even playing Genshin? Oh, are you asking me like a personal question? You're...
No, not even close. Not only are alchemy experiments high-risk activities, but Professor Anaxa also has a penchant for using bizarre materials.
Oh, you was asking me a real
Students
question.
often saw him walk in looking right as rain, but come out covered in soot with his hair singed. Naturally, no one dared to come near this place.
Oh, X, you were asking me a real question? That's why I asked you earlier. Was this an actual question you wanted me to answer? I'm sure Power Arc I'm gonna rerun with Skirk too. If my Wiko reruns with Skirk, that'd be crazy. I'm not gonna lie. First of all, wait, how long ago was my Wiko? Okay, no, 5.3, 5.4. It's only been 2 months. I think rerun her. I'd be shocked if they do rerun her. Maybe I'm a little confused by that. But anyway, yeah. For X, I'm gonna give you your answer to your question. The only reason I still play Genshin is purely because one, unlike a lot of people, I do not feel like I've wasted my time with the game at all, in any aspect. I'm just being honest. I'm not even gonna freaking fake the funk with you. I'm just being dead ass honest. Everyone be like, oh man, I wasted so much money and time to the game. Me, I'm just thinking to myself, bro, I'm so indifferent to what the hell y'all got going on. Maybe because I spent, 2 years skipping banners for characters, not giving a damn about getting every character in the game. I was like, I'm going to collect my characters one thing at a time. I'm going to make sure I get all my 4 stars, most definitely. 5 stars, if I get them, I get them. If I don't, I don't. It is what it is, twin. And keep it pushing. I'm going to enjoy this story because I'm actually engaged with this story. Regardless if the story writing or the storytelling isn't the best, I'm still engaged. I do wish Natlan's story was a little better. I'm not gonna hold you, but it is what it is at this point. There's allow for people to replay any stories in this damn game, which is so freaking retarded. But it is what it is, which is why I record everything. Yeah, it matches you, yapper. Exactly. You gotta get on this wavelength sometimes. You don't got to get it sometimes. Anyone who plays a gacha game needs to be on this wavelength blatantly. I'm just being honest. The people who aren't on this wavelength are the people who crash out crazy when it comes down to these gacha games. The most.
Huh? That bookshelf over there seems to be the only thing still intact.
Well, let me read. You gotta free yourself from dopamine control to enjoy gacha game lore. Exactly. Shoot, I'll even say this, right? Back on the topic about Skirk, right? The main people complaining about it, bro. Oh my god, I need to tell y'all this, bro. I was scrolling through a comment section of I think it was Jello Impact's video. I was scrolling through that comment section, and I was seeing people being like, they were complaining that Skirk's baseline damage wasn't enough, and they're like, man, it should be higher than this. It should be rivaling my Wiko or something. And I'm sitting here thinking, my nigga, if they do that with Skirk, have her rival my Wika in terms of just damage output at C0 or C1 or whatever the crap you want to do it, right? My nigga, people will be complaining to myself, oh, look at this power creep. Blah, 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 blah. Even more example of power creep in Genshin. See, look, Hoyo doing it again. Bro, y'all do not want that. Let's keep it a stack. Y'all don't want that. Especially if you're a defender of the game. You don't want that because you gotta keep hearing that crap. Let's be real. Is Skirk stronger than Mavuka in lore? Ooh. Honestly, I don't know the answer to that question. The reason I say this is because I would love to see it. Because I was thinking about that earlier today, honestly, when I was going through these videos. I was like, I would love to see Mavuka and Skirk run the fade with each other. I gotta see that fight. I gotta know who really gonna stand up on top of after that. I do. I really do. Man, you bulls are why for the so I don't. I think Mike's being a female. Anywho, let's continue. Oh, hold up. Did I say what I was about to say earlier? I don't think I said it. What I was trying to say earlier as well was that casual players, or like low tier, like not casual, like a little bit above casual. So you got casual, and then you got a little bit above casual. That area where you got dedicated casual, that's what I'm calling that tier. Casual, and then above that, dedicated casual. Freaking those two categories of players don't care about reaching max damage. All they care about is doing decent damage. To clear the content decently. That's all they care about. Anyway, let's read. Hello there. I got Anoxa. I hope those are going good. Nah, I'm skipping Anoxa. I'm skipping every last character of Amphorius until that fake collab. I got 90 pulls saved. And knowing that I get Archer for free, I'm just going for Saber. Let me read. Yeah, I'm not so based. Let's read. Each Skirts kid does not look like she's anymore, depending on cons, but unlike previous 5 stars, her damage is boosted well each instead of being locked behind. Shoot, if you need a healer or a shielder, why the did you get your hands on like a what's the free Luocha? You using links? Cause you get links for free by playing the game. Okay, so I can. But anyway, yeah, if Skirt's cons are like gradually increasing her. It's like if each constellation of Skirts is gradually increasing her damage as it goes from C1 all the way to C6, that sounds great to me. Because I was thinking about it earlier that you got like 3 options of how to like have Skirk like unleash her damage, or at least the damage she's supposed to be unleashing, right? You gotta A, use a Scoffier in her team comp. B, use any other type of elemental reaction that reacts with cryo. Or C, use a frozen team to do it. So she got like kind of like 3 ways. Well, hold up, did I count? Oh no, but I mean 4 because now her constellations. Granted, her constellations gradually build up her damage over time, which from C1 to C6. So it's kind of like 4 kind of pathways. Let me read. I'm using Bartender for this boss. Well, I played through only because I needed good support. Okay. Level up got up to 80 so I can use him for my casual scene. Alright. Her cons are close to my weakest con over, where every con helped her damage her DPS instead of needing multiple to increase DPS significantly. Ooh, okay. That sounds great. That sounds really good. You don't even know. I got him at level 80 already. You better if there were elemental reactions. Valid point. Oh, she leave my links alone. She was great. She served her purpose. Leave her be, damn it. I mean to watch Face Day Night. Yeah, go ahead. Watch Face Day Night. I know a lot of people don't like the Face Day Night from like what 2009. What was it? 2009 or 2008? I can't remember. Or 2004. I don't remember when that anime came out because I was an early 2000 baby anyway. So I would say go watch that. Then after that, go watch Unlimited Blade Works, Fate Zero. Granted, this is how I watched the Fate franchise when I first started watching it. This is the exact order, by the way. And then after that, I started watching the side series stuff. And then I watched the freaking 3 movies. That's how I rolled. Let's continue. People who are also using the group sometimes. I benched Natasha as soon as portfolio checks whose links is dark. Also, shoot, I remembered I need to get my what's her name? Natasha? I need to get her out the gutter personally. because my team needed a physical character, but I was like, bro, this team needs a healer, and I got a physical healer, but the problem is she's not leveled up.
What's going on? Anaxa is conducting research on our friends in Alchema and
Yeah, you're right. Sure.
me?
Well, hey, so might as well watch. I would say watch the Fate series at your own pace. That I'll say that. Also, if you are genuinely interested in these characters and their background, I would recommend that you do go watch Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works. Hold up. I'm saying that with, the marks in it when I type it. First, Stay Night, then Unlimited Blade Works, then Heavensville, then slap some Fate Zero on there as well. Like, at least watch all 4 of those. Granted, one of those 4 is a freaking 3-movie part movie, so that's gonna be a lengthy watch. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's still captivating. Like you really need to like, if you're gonna watch it, you really need to sit down and have some popcorn. Be ready to have like, I'm not saying like it's like Star Rail story writing type long-ish. Like it's not like that. Thank God. It's like 24 episodes, so you're gonna get it done pretty fast for like the anime adaptation. But like when it comes down to the movie adaptation, that's a lengthy watch. You're gonna need to sit in your seat. Get cozy. Get some popcorn. Get some snacks too. It's gonna be a lengthy watch. Way too long. I want to watch it because I'm really interested in Fate and the characters. Nice. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. If you were gonna wait till the Fate collab to then get introduced to the characters, it would be knowing that Natsu is overlooking how Fate HSR handles his characters is good, because the characters probably be decently fleshed out, so you'll know a little bit about them, not too much, but not too little, in my opinion. But if you really want to know these characters from back to front, good lord, it's best that you go watch the anime adaptations. It's best that you go watch them. I promise you. By the time you get to the end of it, you're either gonna like it or you're not gonna like it. You're just gonna fall on the dime on one of those two. If you end up liking it, you're gonna end up liking the characters, the world building, how it's played, blah 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 blah, all that good stuff. Me personally, when I got into it, bro, I fell in love with it immediately. I was like, bro, I did not know I was gonna really enjoy the crap out of this. What makes Fate good anyway? Really, I won't lie. I think the lore of the Fate franchise is really interesting. It's very interesting. Granted, it gets crazy later on the moment we get to like Fate Grand Order, which I have not played that. Well, I did play that gacha game. Granted, I only played it for like 15 minutes. Mind you, this was years after it already been released, right? I only played it for about 15 minutes. I was like, man, and I want the anime adaptation of this freaking story. Granted, what's crazy is they did anime adaptations of Fate Grand Order. It's all over the place. What I mean by that is that they animated each part of the story out of place. It's like hopefully my mic came back on. But anyway, the point I was making is Fate Grand Order, the anime adaptations, they animated it out of place. Like freaking Fate Babylonia is a part of the Fate Grand Order grand story, the entire grand story of Fate Grand Order, right? But the thing is, that's a later chapter so far into Fate Grand Order's story. But since the community loves Gilgamesh so freaking much, they made a poll saying, okay, what anime adaptation do y'all want first out of the Fate Grand Order's story? Which one chapter do you want animated first? People chose for the Gilgamesh chapter, and so that's what got animated first, despite the fact it's all the way down the line. So it's like the whole freaking story, in terms of the anime adaptation for that game, is so out of place. It's like chopped up. It's like, bro, where do you start? Granted, there is a starting point, but it's like there's so many gaps of like story missing and context missing in certain areas, especially when they talk or refer back to it in the anime. Hold on, I was about to kill all the time. Gilgamesh was because I hate that dude. I freaking love Gilgamesh. Shoot, I need to get back to playing freaking Fate. What was it called? Fate Strange Fake? No, Fate. Oh, Fate Samurai Remnant. That game that came out. I need to actually get back to streaming that. I do, because I was left on chapter 2. I'm gonna head to bed because I had to test them out in Spanish. You see you. Bye. Good night. All right. Good night. See you later. Peace. My bad for the lengthy yap session, but it had to be done. I love Ilya. That depends which iteration of Ilya. Is it Ilya from the Fate Stay Night route Ilya? Or is it Fate Prisma Ilya? Granted, I will not judge you for either. The youngest? Okay, so I'm going to assume you mean Prisma Ilya. Then yes, you're a cultured brother. No, I'm still pissed. Ooh, hold up. Pause.
Only on Cassie, given her own curiosity about her origins. Plus, considering that the new sporists have crafted omnipotent medicines capable of curing diseases, it also makes sense that he would conduct research on immortal Chrysos heirs.
Anyway, get back to my point I was about to say. I still hate the fact that anime adaptation got 4 seasons, where the other ones that I really wanted at least a 3rd or 4th season of got only 2. That's my only gripe with it. That'll be forever my only gripe. Other than that, I'm dandy. Let's continue.
Now, it seems Anax's objective was never to create medicine, but to identify the origin of the golden blood and figure out its inner workings. Danny, look at this. I have a bad feeling about this.
The previous proposal has flaws. Fusing human souls with Titan creation does not purify golden blood. Even pure creations are contaminated. Contaminate blood. Impurities of the soul are maintained. Okay. While creation tell us made by Titan as their nature. The creations are process. Oh my goodness gracious, this is about to get crazy. Karma. Karma. I feel like I know who that fake character is.
My biggest fear. It's come true. After going through his
Let me search
notes,
the character out real quick.
I think I can piece it all together now. Anaxa was carrying out experiments on soul transmutation. Yes, this is what he was secretly conducting research on. Something he had to keep hidden from others. Compared to his public speeches,
oh, this character, I know who this is.
The real blasphemy. Oh, I just thought of something. Do you remember when the Black Tide was approaching? The Grove had planned to send Cersei's core flame to a safe place. But an accident happened along the way, and Anaxa lost his life in the process.
You know what's so crazy? She had a shocking revelation, and she's now speaking on it. But the thing is, her character, her face wasn't even animated. She didn't even do a different facial expression to show her shock or like, oh my god, realization, right? Yo, Star Rail? I'm not gonna hold you, bro. As I like, as much as I'm enjoying the story, I'm not gonna sit here and act like these niggas are not doing their damnedest when they should be when it comes down to like making these characters be more expressive. She should have been having a more expressive shock face. Let's continue.
That's right. But what if Professor Anax's fusion with the core flame of reason wasn't an accident?
But on purpose. That nigga is a blasphemer. Anyway. I think the story would be better if it shows images like Xenos on Zero. Exactly. Which is so damning because Star Rail does this thing where they constantly do like have like these illustration pieces. Okay, they don't do it all the time, but they do it a handful of times where it's like, bro, why don't y'all just make on everything? I don't understand why they just don't do it. Maybe because illustration costs a lot of money to do, right? That's probably the reason why they do it, but it's still, again, this is $1 billion company. But I will understand if each dev team is told, yo, you can only use this much of budget for the next patch when it comes down to like the story stuff or whatever you have you. Now, if that's the reason for why they don't do a whole bunch of illustration pieces, like back-to-back slapping illustration pieces, then I'd understand that for Star and Genshin, right? But if that is not the case, they have no reason not to keep doing this, like the 2D art stuff. If they don't want to 3D animate the characters' facial expressions, they could at least do 2D art, which Zenless does. Zenless got a whole damn comic strip, damn it.
Put yourself in his shoes. Knowing that the black tide was closing in and your time was running out, what would you have done? Exactly. When the black tide came, the true reason to transmute and fuse himself with the Titan's core flame. No. Judging from how he reacted after the event, the results came as a surprise. Maybe he failed to consider the possibility that Circes would make a similar decision. The manuscripts detailing all the alchemical formulae have been taken away. His research is still ongoing. Like, what? There's only one Titan left in the world now.
There we go.
No. No way.
What I liked about what just happened is you saw the slight shift in her eyes being realization. But the issue was, with that same scene again, is that her face still does not feel like it's animated, showing her shock of realization, right? They could have had been like, her mouth could have been open wider. She could have did a body. Honestly, they could have just animated her body doing like a body pose, being like, oh my god. Because like, you know, in Zenless, right? There'll be moments where characters be like, oh wow, really? Oh my gosh. Right? And they'll do like a body pose with it. It's like, bro, they could have did that just now with her. Her eyes are bright but look dead. Valid.
He's after Kefali.
Oh my god, this man's crazy. Anaxa is a demon.
Sir, this sky above us, it's not real, is it?
Oh my goodness, he believes that the sky is fake. Holy guacamole.
Of course not. This is just an image from a projection device used for educational purposes. A simple trick.
Oh, yeah, right. Right, sir.
The day-night cycle has been lost to this world. So that students like you may still learn about the night sky, astronomers have harnessed the Titan's miraculous power to manipulate the light, projecting the nights of the past here for you.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. The idea of living in a world where there's no night or day cycle, bro, I think I might lose my damn mind. I'll be like, bro, when is it bedtime? Someone turn that damn sun off. I'm trying to sleep. I couldn't. I would have lost it.
Much like how the sky above the holy city is also illuminated by Kefali's dawn device.
So, The skies of Akama are fake too.
Oh, never mind. He do believe the world's fake. The sky's fake.
You mustn't conclude that, Inoxa. You should know that only a child would expose a trick and be proud of it. Often people know more than they let on. They simply choose to feign ignorance because they have no other choice.
You know what, X, you're right. I'll just close the curtains if that freaking forever sun doesn't turn off. I'll just close the curtains. I'll get like 5 thick layers of curtain, cover that window, cover all my windows, and go to sleep. Because at best, that's the only way that sunlight is being kept out of my room. Shoot, I gotta get a fan and turn it on just because the sunlight gonna cook up my room too. I need to stay cool while I sleep. I cannot sleep in a hot room or even a humid room or like a standard like temperatured room. I just can't. I need cold air if I want to sleep. Personally, it makes me want to nuzzle up in my covers.
People believe in Kefali's tale of Genesis, accepting wholesale whatever the priests preach. But we are different. We've already walked out of the firelit cave of ignorance. We have already realized that we live in a world where Titans make the rules. Even when we look at the sky, we're only seeing what they allow us to see. The rest of my life, why shouldn't I be the one to take control of the projection device instead?
I swear on everything. I am taking everything Inoxa says as a extreme, not even a grain of salt. I'm taking it with freaking, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not grain of salt. Consideration, extreme consideration. I'm taking it to heart because I'm expecting a character from Genshin to have had a literal similar POV, right? With whole Conria and the fake sky stuff. I am legitimately expecting a Conrian character to have had this exact same thought process. Oh, also 11 people watching the stream. Yo, that's awesome. What's up? Also, like the stream, please. Thank you. Saying bro, sweating is annoying. I'm pretty sure Nox's life motto is truth has come and false has will perish. Indeed, falsehood by nature, ever bound to perish. Damn it, that's a choice of words he live by. No. Please hit the like button. I'll hit the dislike button before I ever hit that like button. Damn, bro.
So much time has passed since you sowed the seeds of doubt in my heart, child. Many a night, I find myself penning down all my theories and wild ideas, only to burn them to ashes when I open my eyes in the day.
Why? Because we'll face death by burning if word gets out?
As a sage of the Venerationists, my soul has already become inextricably linked to the great tree. Every word I say and every move I make is certain to influence every leaf, every branch, even the tree itself. But above all else, my days are numbered. Instinctively, I have my doubts about the golden blood and the human soul, yet I have no means of verifying them. The golden blood in my veins is woefully thin, and I am loath to waste what little time I have left obsessing over a hypothesis that cannot even be proven in the first place.
But I can, sir. I can do it for us. The time is right. Give me all that I need, and I shall accomplish this grand feat on your behalf.
You're right. I shall do just that. In the next meeting of the sages, I will spare no efforts fighting for the rights you deserve.
Wait, so you said I was not going to spare no efforts For fighting for your rights? Wait, is he not gonna help him? Because that's what it sounds like. Granted, I can be entirely wrong. It could be he is gonna help him.
Go. Establish your own school of thought.
Ooh.
Find out what we are. Become the one who conquers the ultimate truths of the world.
Child of humanity. You didn't go to such lengths for an audience with Kefali. Just ask him a few questions, did you?
It's from the Bible? Oh, I didn't know that. Me and I am you. Not CBT? What's up, not CBT? Is this your first time being here?
So, you figured it out. If I were as foolish as a Dromus, perhaps I'd throw myself down and prostrate before their greatness, begging for the gods' prophetic wisdom. Well, sorry to disappoint, but I'm no Dromus. Alas, I am a human, standing tall on 2 feet, possessing both intellect and pride.
Before such power, does it make any difference whether you're a human or a Dromus?
I'm sure you're familiar with the story of the Styxians. When the raging waves threatened to swallow them, they didn't just give up and become sitting ducks. No. They constructed a dam that kept the roaring tide at bay, chaining down the mad Fagusa.
Oh my goodness, this is a glorious screenshot. Also, is that a moon in the background? Wait. I thought they said that there was no freaking sky or whatever. It was fake. But why is it showing me an image of the moon in the background?
They call me a blasphemer, Xerxes. But that doesn't mean I deny the existence of gods. It's just, as I see it, Titans are simply a force that mankind has yet to find a way to tame.
Maybe that was the past.
Oh, if power that rivals the Titans is what you crave, why not conform to the prophecy and brave the trial?
Why stop at harnessing the power of the Titans when I can do so much more? The source of life is what I wish to grasp, to understand what makes up the soul, and to learn what we really are. Thanks to you, I've had the chance to personally verify, in more ways than one, that the soul indeed ceases to exist in death. But where there is death, there is life. And where there is an end, there must also be a beginning. How then is a soul born? That was the only unknown variable left in my calculations.
Uh-huh.
And by the sound of it, you have already formed a conjecture.
Yes, speak it, fool.
No, I have already drawn a conclusion.
A conclusion?
In my journey unto death just now, I finally saw the answer with my own eyes.
Please blow my mind away right now.
Professor Anaxa,
Who's here?
I'm here. His life hangs by a thread. I must ask you to refrain from taking any unnecessary steps.
Of course. I'll bring this to a conclusive end, and give you the answer you so desire. However, in accordance with the principle of equivalent exchange, I must also demand from you what I need.
For everyone who's coming to watch the stream, please hit the like button. Thank you.
As you wish.
Don't you care to know what the price might be?
It's a matter of uncovering the truth about the Death Titan and his survival. This may be the only time I can ever save someone's life.
There is no need for me to think twice.
Man, I wish they saved your freaking face and let you freaking have a more animated facial expression. I wish they did do that to you and saved your soul, but it is what it is. Praise Jesus. Hopefully he'll save you.
I see. In that case, let the show begin.
Please give me a cutscene.
Indulge me. Am I correct to say that you intend to prove Thanatos' whereabouts and prove the nature of our existence now?
Before I begin, I must confess I had been stuck in a cognitive trap all this time.
This service will blow up if they add one more facial expression. Then that service freaking suck if that's the case.
As unrelated as these two
Of course, I know you're
propositions
joking.
may seem at first glance, they are in fact logical equivalents. They are merely two different ways of telling us about what the soul is at its core. The reason I say this is, as I've mentioned earlier, the answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Anaxa, you were in the Netherrealm?
Yes, I am but a living dead man now, but that's not important. What truly matters is, I overheard a conversation between heroes. That's not all. Remember how I said you were a part of that conversation too, Circes?
And I've told you that I have no recollection of such an event. That was likely just an illusion conjured up by the mind of a dying man.
She's sitting here lying. Bro, the way she's engaging with this nigga when he's saying this, it comes off as she's lying and she knows that she's lying. And she's trying to keep it a secret.
Of course you would remember. Because that wasn't you. That was Calypso, one of the 7 sages of the Grove.
Calypso?
Guys, I could be wrong about my statement.
That's the name I made up on a whim when speaking to this girl. How do you know of it? And surely you jest. Don't you think I, of all people, would know if that were the name of one of the 7 sages under the shade of my tree? Don't you claim to know the Grove's past like the back of your hand?
It seems you've lost even the memories seared into your soul. Use your head, Circes. Since all of this took place in the realm of the dead, it stands to reason their likenesses are of souls from the past. The living cannot step foot into that world, so who could they be? Think about Calypso. Why does she share your likeness? Yet you have no idea who she is. The answer is evident, is it not?
You're both the same.
Those fallen heroes are the mortal incarnations of the Titans before their ascensions to godhood. The gods aren't master creators born out of thin air, and they are no different from humans, because they all evolved from one.
Yep. Which I called in the last stream, if anybody watched it. Granted, I'm going to use this to apply it to Genshin Impact. Honestly, granted, this same logic can be applied to Genshin Impact. I'm being freaking honest. Granted, not to a 1-by-1 extent, but it's like, I'm pretty sure we've been truly verified that the freaking, the sustainer of heavenly principles is more than likely a damn human being. Without a shadow of a doubt. Now the answer is, how did they ascend to godhood is the question. Did they just clap the dragons and take their power to ascend to godhood? Or did they already possess godlike power? Whoever watches your streams, I'm just here effing insulting you. Of course, you don't watch the stream, you listen. Everyone else, actually, let me not say that statement, because more than likely, whoever else is listening to me talk right now probably not even looking at their phone right now. Y'all probably doing something else anyway. So I'm gonna say 50% of y'all is watching the stream, actually watching it, while the other half is listening to it. How about that?
this answer disappoint you?
Yes, because you've answered nothing. If I truly was once human, as you claim, then where do the children of humanity come from?
Even on the off chance that you speak the truth, this brings us no closer to grasping Thanatos' whereabouts. How are we to find them?
I knew you would say that. But it matters not. I know what I'm doing. Actually, why don't we have this supreme being standing before us tell us everything?
You can revive a Titan?
Humans cannot return from the dead. Neither can gods. But all we need to do is look at this from a different perspective, and the problem will resolve itself. The solution is simple. Just like what you did to me. If I'm reborn as Kefali, I can rebuild the world and all within it as they once did. Simple, is it not?
It's a bold move. Please give me a cutscene. Please, for the love of God, give me a cutscene. In the meantime. No, don't give me no in the meantime.
I have news from Hyacinth and Dan Hung. Anaxa might be trying to do something with Kefali's divine body.
Kefali? But what could Anaxa want? Is the Council of Elders going to sit around and let such a sacrilegious act unfold?
That is not possible. He is indeed the great performer, capable of fooling anyone and everyone with his tricks.
I'm sorry.
No need for guilt, for this is good news to us. The Council of Elders has found themselves a traitorous ally. Anaxa's ambitious desires will be something we can exploit. What we should be doing now is to keep our eyes peeled for whichever trickery Kindness is up to, and react accordingly to thwart her plans. Being Akima's political center, the Demigod Council holds just as much significance as the Vortex of Genesis. Someday, after my duty is over, this site will take the place of the battlefield where you hunt gods. Become the next challenge you are to overcome. Till then, it's best to get used to this place as soon as possible.
Preposterous! The Christos only have their standing because of the Council of Elders. How dare they trample over it?
Nigga, what? Huh? What you talking to? These people are shooting daggers with their eyes.
It's been a while.
Oh, the conversation is happening now. Look at all them people in the stands.
What is that supposed to mean? Is this really the sort of person that the young lord praised as a ferocious warrior?
Yes, I am. I'm the GOAT.
It has indeed been some time, Lord Grataros. What brings you here in such haste?
Shh. Keep it down. Be more vigilant. See those duplicitous dogs over there? They do the dirty work for Kindness.
Who?
I've already ordered my people to hold them back, but we should still lay low. Unless you're itching for a bloody fight to get a workout in.
My bad. So, did something happen?
I will say this. I cannot wait to see what this dude Finon evolves into. Because I've been on this half and half calling him the primordial one of Star Realm alongside Sunday. Because both of them give me the primordial one vibe. Of Genshin, of course. Thanes or the Heavenly Principles. Both of those characters give me such the vibe of that. And I need to see that evolution. At least from Finon. Because he already got red flags on him. With the freaking, the 6-pointed star? What was it? wait, no, the 8-pointed star thing of his back. So he probably could either parallel to Fangs, or he could be paralleling to Conria. One of the two. We're gonna see what happens.
Did you hear thunderclaps last night?
Yes. Thunderclaps as if someone was getting their cheeks taken. Thank God it wasn't me. Fire Nine, on the other hand, I heard My Day was tearing his back up. I can't relate.
Thunderclaps are beacon signals of strife. They are a message from the young lord. He threw a spear bearing several words at Akama.
See? Called it. You heard it from the game itself. That dude My Day was tearing up Fidon's booty cheeks. You hate to see it. Look at you.
Watch out. The Flame Reaver is back.
I guessed as much. We didn't actually kill them back at the Kremnos Arena.
I figured this is something you would want to know. We Kremnoans never back down from a fight. So if you plan to take that thing down in a battle, reach out to me anytime.
You have my gratitude. I will let Aglaya know about this right away.
Remind her to be on her toes while you're at it. That vicious kindness has been unusually active lately. Those lackeys she keeps under cover have been going in and out of the city a lot more frequently these days. Some even seem to be getting Kremnoans to defect to the Council.
That's...
Looks like you can see it for yourself.
We should get back. Thank you for the intel, Lord Crateros.
Someone trampled right over the Master's flower bed, yet the Master only fumes in silence. Oopsie. There goes the reputation of the Council of Elders.
Whose side am I on? Why, I'm all for the Council of Elders to reclaim their authority, of course.
Interesting.
They're here. The Chrysos heirs are here.
Oh, I should have gone back home to fetch a sacrificial vessel, some floral crowns, and frankincense to burn and offer.
Oh, Titans! Please, forgive these arrogant and self-conceited heroes!
These niggas are talking crazy.
Carefully into Lenten above, as the Theoros I have observed. Virtuous citizen of Ides, Elysiae, and the Outlander are heading toward us.
Oh, that was a little bit of glitching happening in the game. I don't know why the game glitching like that.
What happened here?
I know about the poisonous fangs of that king snake through the golden threads. In the past, I would be confident about keeping her in check, but I admit I am now unable to do so.
What do you mean?
It is no longer about eloquence or arguments. I have been a demigod for far too long that I hardly have any humanity left. Before I realized it, I have become no different from these hypocrites, no longer capable of relating to the people.
Agalea, you're right. I can't relate to you because my chest isn't like yours. As X puts it, that Cleveland did something to me. It did something to me too. I promise you on everything. If she was a 4-star character, I would have snatched her. Easy. But of course they had to make her a 5-star character. They could have easily flexed off on freaking Amphorius by showing, oh, we're releasing a whole bunch of 4-star characters. Like, I don't understand why half of the freaking flame chasers or the Chrysos heirs aren't 4 stars. Some of them should be 5, some should be 4. Simple. But instead they decided, oh, no, every last one of them gonna be a 5-star. Like, what, nigga? Come on.
This has come a lot sooner than I expected. But perhaps it is time. I need you to step up, Finan, in order for me to retreat behind the scenes.
Yes, this is my duty, but...
It is far easier for the Council of Elders to fool many than just fool one person. Their so-called more support is no more than a ruse to distribute power using words instead of lances. There is no glory in winning this debate, but that makes having respect for humans so much more priceless. Finan, you are a Chrysos heir without flaw, capable of relating deeply with humans.
I appreciate what you've taught me, Aglaya. I hope we'll live up to your expectations and win this debate.
He's not winning this debate. We're getting cooked. He's not winning it.
Oh, you've done well, Lord Calictus. Let me take over and personally close this debate for today. Dearest counselors, let it be known that I sorely miss the blissful times portrayed in lyrical poems. Back then, Amphorius was home to nearly 1,000 cities, each with their own local faith, while gods walked the earth and shared close bonds with humans. Yet, in the present, people from all over are forced to leave their homeland to seek refuge in the holy city, where they hope to rest under Kefali's protection. All of us have long been in the same boat, with no way out of this plight. We didn't have a choice in the past, but now the Council of Elders brings to the table a new possibility. All I have left is one question for you.
So my question to you, ma'am, is how do you plan to beat back the Dark Tide? How exactly? Like, how are you going to stop the root of the issue?
Would you rather strive toward the unheard of Era Nova, or return to the prosperous Era Chrysia of our past? Make your choice. Now, which of the two would lead mortals to an ideal future?
We all know that Era Chrysia is a thing of the past, Lady Kynes. Please, enlighten me. How does the Council of Elders plan to turn back time?
Let the 3 Titans of Calamity be born, and Era Chrysia is nevermore. But bring demise to those Titans, and Era Chrysia will descend upon us again. Know that the Council of Elders is never one to make empty promises. Look at who we have on our side.
Oh my god, we're getting cooked in this debate. We're finished.
Anaxagoras, one of the Grove's 7 sages. And Castorus, Idonia's goddess of
Yeah, we're cooked. We're finished.
With the help of these 2 heroes, I can promise all of you that Era Chrysia will exist once more.
Aren't they Chrysos heirs? They're supporting the Council of Elders instead?
It's clear from the start that these heroes do not get along well in their group. All the more proof that Aglaya isn't fit to speak on behalf of every Chrysos heir. I am in favor of Era Chrysia.
Era
Era Chrysia! Era Chrysia!
Castorus? Why are you standing over there?
You finally arrived, Naxa. So have you, Kaz.
Don't worry, Glaya. Well, I know that you have many queries. Could you continue to converse like how the citizens normally do?
With the emphasis that voice acting, bro. It's just like background voice acting at best. It's not something to even pay attention to. Granted, I would have preferred if there was like more oomph behind it, personally.
Tell me, dear citizens, if we successfully retreat and return Thanatos' core flame without anyone passing the Death Titan's trial, what would happen next?
The answer is simple. We will have a chance to rid the world of death and bring Amphorius back to an era when all beings live forever. We'll usher in a new future that will be entirely different from the flame chase journey.
Wait a minute. First of all, I don't know if it's even been stated in the game that the previous era of civilization in this world lived forever. I'm pretty sure it didn't. That's why you exist right now in this current era, because the other one clearly didn't last long enough.
He's one of the seven sages. That's impossible.
Your proposal is much too idealistic. As long as the Black Tide still exists, how can we go back to the old days?
Remember what I previously said? Kefali's core flame is guarded by the secret power of the Council of Elders. Plus, Pagusa's water curtain will be able to block out any external perceptions. Tell me, dear citizens, have any of you ever seen even a glimpse of the threat that this person is talking about anywhere within the walls of this majestic holy city?
Overpopulation would be a bigger problem. Yeah, it'll be a big problem for the city, no doubt, right? But like, these fools are talking like, oh, we'll just block out the Black Tide. No, y'all niggas won't. Y'all will get cooked. The only reason y'all niggas ain't never come across it because you kept getting saved by your heroes. What kind of a dumb question is this? From a nigga who claimed to be so smart, this was really a dumb question. Especially if somebody who's in the circle of friends who know and been up fighting the Black Tide knows what it looks like. Come on. Isn't that survivorship bias? I've never heard this term before. Survivorship bias? This can't be a real term, can it? Hold up. Let me search this up. I need to know this is a real term. Survivorship. Oh my god, it's a real term. First of all, you cannot clown on me for not knowing if it was a real term or not. This is my first time actually ever hearing this term before. Oh, what I meant was, if the concept of death disappears, then overpopulation is about to be. Oh yeah, you're right. My bad. I took it the other way. But yeah, you're right. If no one could die, overpopulation would be a damn crazy thing. Granted, the only way that people and forests will even be able to solve this issue is by colonizing another planet. But we don't even know if they even can be able to do that. Hold up. We don't even know if they're even able or capable to do that. There we go. Definitely not your first time making an excuse for your shortcomings. Bro, this is my first time actually hearing the word survivorship bias. I've never heard this word a day in my life. Or not word, term.
If we eliminate death, then there's no need for us to fear that Flame Reaver, right?
If you can't die and the Flame Reaper comes, first of all, I'm pretty sure we've seen the Flame Reaper potentially like strike somebody's soul before. I could be misremembering things from the last chapter, right? I could be misremembering. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that's what that bastard was able to do, right? So even if you are long living now, that does not mean he can't ragdoll your body and put you in a blender.
Citizens, let's loudly sing the blessed hymn. Oh, beautiful old world, where are you now? Oh, legendary Erechrysia, return to the mortal realm.
After the destruction of the 3 Titans of Calamity, the Flame Chase journey will have to end.
This sounds like such BS and people are eating it up. Like, oh my god. The gaslighting is wild.
This is bad. The masses are now totally riled up.
Oh my god, I just had a crazy realization. Bro, they could have made this part of the story even more interesting than what they're already doing right now. Because when Fontaine came out, right, in Genshin, there was this whole courtroom process where we got to interact with the actual court when it came down to like seeing if we were guilty or innocent type ish, where we would gather the information, bring it up, piece it together to make a correct and coherent timeline by reading the information that was available that we managed to collect, right? So it's like, granted, I don't know if it'll fit well for this instance, because it's clear as day that the crowd is being swayed by their emotion rather than fact. But I think I would have liked it if we were able to do that right here, right now in this instance.
Anaxa, pray tell. Everything that you've mentioned hinges on the premise that we can find Thanatos' existence, right?
Thank you, Lady Aglaya, for still caring about this city. However, dear citizens, we are truly fortunate and blessed. For Castoris, Idonia's goddess of death, will surely find Thanatos under my guidance.
That nigga over there smirking like... I would have responded to this immediately and said, hold up, stop, wait a minute. We'll surely find Thanatos under your guidance? That's not even a guarantee, brother. What are we talking about? That's not a guarantee. No, sir. Just because it's under your guidance does not mean it's going to be a success.
What? With that, I solemnly promise that the core flame Lady Castoris brings back will be personally managed by the Council of Elders. Thereafter, if we are able to garner the support of all of you at the Citizens' Assembly, we shall spare no effort in ensuring that the Erechrysia will return to our world once again.
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. Buy carefully into Lenten above, as the Theoros I have observed. Akama has chosen her destiny. The issue up for discussion at this Citizens' Assembly shall be modified to the suspension of the Flame Chase journey. This resolution shall be put up on the Wall of Heroes, such that all citizens are aware of the city's way forward.
Oh my lord. These niggas really just did that? No, wait, this is the end of the conversation.
Aglaya, dear Aglaya, what has caused your heart to soften? You also don't seem to be as quick-witted as before.
This man's such a dickhead.
Wag your tongue as much as you like. Since the flame chase journey has been preordained by the prophecy, our failure has never been on the cards.
Well then, I guess we'll find out if that's true at the Citizens' Assembly.
I feel like we got waxed in that debate. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, it seems that when I sent you to look for Anaxa, I unintentionally facilitated your partnership with him instead.
My apologies, everyone. I know that you have many questions to ask me. I will answer them to the best of my knowledge.
In that case, please tell us as much as you can.
In actuality, he showed me a past that was both long and heavy.
The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier. The answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Anaxa, you were in the Netherrealm?
Yes, I am but a living dead man now. But that's not important. What truly matters is, I overheard a conversation between heroes.
X, I understand what you're saying. However, the main character is dead. Canonically, the main character Star Rail is dead on some real ish. So it's like it doesn't even matter if he's standing next to her because they already died. They died the moment they crash landed, which was crazy when I found that out. Like I was like, nigga, what? They're dead? Nani? What other word could I use as a different language to express a what? Bro, why are we switching to her point?
Have you heard of this tale before? A tale about the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown. It was a seaside town which enjoyed the ocean breeze and glorious, peaceful times, thanks to the wisdom of its ruling queen. Until one day, an evil dragon descended upon the town. Its wings were large enough to blot out the sun, while its claws were sharp enough to rip the waves apart. It barged into the tall tower and devoured the queen's beloved daughter. It even settled itself in her bedroom, like a tyrant king. The queen assembled 300 warriors who managed to subdue the evil dragon by chaining it up. However, when the queen slit open the dragon's belly, she realized that the princess had long since been digested, and all that was left of her was a pile of bones. Devastated, the queen wept for several days. It was then that a devious, smooth-talking scholar arrived at the palace and suggested that the princess could be revived through the use of dragon bone and dragon blood. That liar called this process the secret art of alchemy.
Appreciate the present, bro. Anywho, let's continue. Oh man, we reached the 2-hour mark.
The princess was reborn. The queen was overjoyed, blissfully unaware that the evil dragon's soul still lurked within the princess's body. As revenge, the evil dragon swallowed the poor queen, the glib liar, the courageous warriors,
and all of the town's innocent civilians in a single gulp.
Oh, we reached the 2-hour mark of the stream. I can't end the stream right here, so we gotta finish this until we get to a stopping point.
Worse still, the souls of the deceased refused entry to the Netherrealm because they were filled with regret. Forced to roam the mortal realm, these resentful souls ultimately converged into a river of souls that would not retreat for a long time. A terrifying death had consumed all. Thereafter, our hometown fell into ruin as well. Until...
Oh, my bad. I didn't even notice your comment. My apologies. Let me read. It was explained question mark? I didn't know, but then why was there some sort of purple aura when we got close at the exact time we met her? I think that aura, I think it was just like, the only thing that makes sense to me is that the Trailblazer, since they were already dead, I think when they got close to her, they just felt the presence of death even more so. Because their soul is legitimately in the Netherrealm. But they said that they're... Oh, no. Hold up. Because they had revealed that the Trailblazer's soul is in the Netherrealm right now, currently. And their body, even though they're quote-unquote alive, their body is like made up of the memories that they've accumulated, I guess, throughout their entire journey until now. So they're like a walking memory bank right now. So I guess the memories came in contact with this death and they were like, ooh, let's stay away from her. We can't get close to that. That's what I'm assuming. That's the only thing that really makes sense to me, personally.
Until?
Actually, I don't know what happened next either.
Oh, my. It seems that you still like to whet people's appetites even after all this time, Pelixia.
Oh my god, she's in a wheelchair. Oh, so all the people in Forest are dead? No, it's just the Trailblazer. Everyone else is still alive. It's just the Trailblazer is dead. And also, I'm gonna say this, bro. A Escoffier only been out for what, 1 day? When was the update? The update was like yesterday, right? Or was it Tuesday? The update was Tuesday, right? Within the course of like what, 1 whole day, so much saucy art of Escoffier now exists. I keep pronouncing her name Escoffier. I'm pretty sure that's not how you pronounce her name, but you get the point. Escoffier probably gotta be the new baddest female character on the block right now. It is crazy to think about. Because it's like, how can I phrase this? Who was the sexiest female character we had before Escoffier? I mean, you can count Mavuika, right? Well, I count Marissa being sexy to me personally. So, in terms of like sexually appealing off rip, Mavuika was extremely sexually appealing. The amount of times they did them bike shots in her freaking character animation, or that 2D animation art thing for a trailer, and then even her riding on her bike when she does her elemental skill. I'm not gonna hold you. Sometimes I would just pop the elemental skill, see her on her bike, and just pose with it. Just be like, goddamn. Can I ride with you? Don't worry, I hold on tight, because personally, I'm afraid I'm gonna fall off. The sauciest before Escoff was Shalone. Did I watch? No, I'm pretty sure I watched all of her Shalone's trailers. Granted, them hot pants are really something else on that character. Like, good lord. Make a brother want to bite his lip.
So, according to your story, this is how I used to look? It's practically a mirror image. And yet, what exactly is this?
A miracle that I created with alchemy. As for what it is and how I was able to accomplish it, I'll keep the answers to myself for now.
Oh, you know what it is? Peter. I think the reason why I find Escoffier so freaking sexually attractive, just from like off first glance, because like, bro, when I saw people complain about her splash art, talking about something, oh, the character design look boring, or it looks lame, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, no, it looks cool. It's cool as it is. It doesn't need to be any more bombastic, especially now knowing what the freaking splash art was resembling in her ultimate animation. But now that I've got to see the full glory of Escoffier, my opinion of her has completely changed. Granted, to me, at first, she was like, I had her at the level of like, oh, to me, she was like a 6 out of 10. Now, because of Gunnar's behavior, she has skyrocketed to 11 out of 10. Personally. And you know your boy folds for thigh highs. I'm not gonna hold you. That was the first thing I noticed. Then I noticed her character animations when she does her like attacks. The fact that her second attack animation has her throwing her ass at you. Granted, she's swinging her spear tail at you, but still, she just throwing it at you. Then she turns around, look at you with this like mean mugging expression, like, excuse you, you threw it at me. Don't catch your attitude around here.
Oh, my goodness. Is this cliffhanger really necessary?
Yes, it is necessary.
Quiet, Titan. Continue to enjoy this splendid play, and the truth will naturally reveal itself.
The Carters.
Dragon, huh? I've heard this legend before.
In that case, what do you think of it?
I think that this so-called alchemy was a tenuous analogy added to the story by future generations. After all, you've never heard of a tradition of alchemy in your hometown before, have you?
Oh, that's right, Tripwire, you're correct. It's not a tail, it's a mechanical device. I completely forgot. Xiangling beat her in attractiveness, no doubt. Bro, I'm gonna say this right now. Xiangling was attractive in the first year of the game, no doubt. I'm not gonna act like I wasn't staring at her cake anytime she would be running or climbing. But bro, let's be honest, she is not the most sexually attractive character in the whole game. we gotta be honest with ourselves around here, okay? Xiangling beating Escoffier in attractiveness? Stop it. When I stream Genshin next week, or probably during the weekend, because apparently that Archon Quest interlude chapter is probably like 3 hours long, which is so good. I love that. You gonna see what I'm talking about. So stay tuned for that. I gotta make a thumbnail for that. Like, oh my god. It was never attractive. She thighs are gorgeous. Are you black? What? I love this conversation. Granted, I'll say this. I'll even say this, right? Xiangling, yeah, she has nice thighs or whatever, right? But I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the spicy art of Xiangling exploited her sexual attractiveness more so than what it actually was. I know it comes off as a hot take, but I genuinely think that's what it was. Because let's be honest, Genshin at the beginning of the game, they didn't have a lot of sexy female characters. Okay, that's not entirely true. We had like 50. Was it 50-50? Can I say 50-50 sexy, attractive female characters? We had a good standout attractive female characters. I'll say that. Yeah, we had good standout attractive female characters. And then when the spicy art came of them, it blew up their attractiveness even more so, to the point that it was standoutish. To the point, it's not even standoutish. It became staples. Shoot. If I gotta see Ganyu in another... No, I ain't about to say that. I'll keep that to myself. Y'all don't need to know about that.
Before I left home to pursue my education, I never even knew that anybody was looking into this area of study.
Therefore, we can just treat this tale as a fable told to young children.
A fable, you say? If so, what moral is it trying to impart to the kids?
Also, homegirl right there looks like she's in bad shape. She's got bandages, she's wearing rags, she's in a damn wheelchair, and half her face is covered. Good lord. She's cooked.
I
Chopped
guess
even.
it might be the concept of equivalent exchange?
Oh? I thought the moral might be closer to something like honor the dead. What? At a loss for words?
No. I merely realized that we're both thinking of the same principle. If life is priceless, then there is hardly anything else in this world that is of equal weight to it, right?
At launch, it was Mona, Lisa, Ningguang, Jean, Crazy Bird Girl, Beta. Crazy Bird Girl. Oh, official. I'm sitting here wondering what he mean, Crazy Bird Girl. It had to click my brain, it was official. Now, me personally, I did find Fischl sexually attractive. I'm not gonna lie, and it's purely on the basis of the fact of what her outfit was, which was crazy if you think about it. Homegirl is legitimately just wearing her underwear on either the inside or the outside of her pantyhose, and that one-piece leotard she got going on. Like, bro, you walked out the house just like that? I'm not complaining.
Indeed. As expected of the wisest scholar in the land.
You flatter me. Why don't I ask you a question as well, as a form of equivalent exchange?
Of course. What is your question?
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you, would you use it to resurrect someone you loved?
What? What kind of strange question is this? I got it. You're just trying to get me to tell you whether I like anyone, right?
Let's just leave it at that. That was rude of me.
I got a sneaky suspicion that these people were planetary travelers. That's what I'm getting. And then they came to this world, made their little place on it. That's what I'm getting. Anyway, let me read. Clear all get the females. My taste is superior. No, yeah, I thought she was two. Then I saw her character in game. Then I saw how great she was. Actually, did a little otherwise, this girl would have been higher on the hot scale. So look at my brother. That proves like, well, I don't even know who that character is, but you do, you king. You know, man, I don't know if I want to make a freaking Genshin my favorite waifu tier list. I don't know if I'm gonna make that video because I feel like it'll be a long tier list. Actually, no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't be that long because I have to break it up in factions. I have to do the Mondstadt section, the Leeway section, so on and so forth. I already know Rosario gonna be up there.
Yes, I would.
Jean gonna be up there.
Oh.
Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I'm certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good. If such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it without hesitation. After all, you, me, and the rest will all have to face that fateful moment eventually.
If Shang Ling were to use my life-giving sauce as mayonnaise on a sandwich, I would tell her that she needs to eat that sandwich and no one else is allowed to eat it. Simple as that. There will be no argument about that question. We must stay focused, brothers. Look at you. Please set me free. Oh my god, it won't let. This game is not gonna let me set me free. Oh my god. I'm gonna be here till 2 o'clock.
Is finally here. However, perhaps because of my firm belief in the immeasurable value of life, I am unable to complete the trial.
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame. It is a pity that fate is such a cruel mistress.
Is there no other way of interpreting those words?
I'm afraid that the meaning is clear. Between my sister and me, one must pay the price. Our trial can only be completed when the one chosen sacrifices her life. I'm afraid that the prophecy might even have selected a pair of twins for this exact purpose.
Oh my goodness.
Fortune makes fools of us all.
My sister is prepared to sacrifice herself. And yet, I can't do the same. How absurd. My time is almost up, but I'm still afraid to welcome death. What should we do? If I'm ultimately not able to make up my mind...
Since Chaos is willing to guide all of us and leave this trial to the end, there is still plenty of time for you to ponder.
That's right. Don't allow the fog of an uncertain future to cloud your mind.
Trial, prophecy, the topics that they're discussing seem familiar. But these three people must not have left their names in the epics. Otherwise, I would have some recollection of this.
Amphorius's history before the Titans were born was complete chaos. Is that not strange by itself? I have long held 3 hypotheses about this. However, let's continue watching for now.
This is very interesting.
Calypso, Polixia, and this warrior. I seem to have met him somewhere before.
Obviously, dummy.
Regarding this matter, Nias, are you confident that you'll complete your trial?
Of course. Though, I am worried about what will happen once I've emerged victorious.
These niggas will not set me free. Oh my god. I will be here till 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh my gosh.
Looks like you've made up your mind.
Like, I'm enjoying what's happening right now, but like, bro, set me free.
This is the safest course of action.
Completely separating courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, and reason. You really know how to make things difficult.
Please, young lady, witness my fall and demise. Lady Calypso, you shall host the soul-rending ceremony.
I do not understand. Why would you dare to sacrifice yourself for a future that you won't get to witness?
Because this is our destiny. The power that resides within me is so intense that I will one day be engulfed by it.
Are those real flowers on Castles?
Furthermore,
I think they are real flowers.
Death before glorious return has always been the path I chose to walk. A journey I began long ago. If your sister or Kaos were in my position, I believe they would make the same choice as well.
I'm not that brave. I don't know how I'm supposed to face such a serious affair.
Despite being Death's chosen one, it seems you still don't know how to face it.
Then why are they not withered?
Young lady. Perhaps I shouldn't end my journey so hastily.
I think they're not withered because I think those flowers represent death, or like manifesting from the power of death. That's the only conclusion I can think of.
Since there's still time, I'm not worried about letting fate wait a little longer.
Of course. This warrior is Lord Anias.
Obviously, it took you this long to realize this? Come on, bro. This was so unnecessary to have Castress act like she can't remember, and then wait until now to be like, oh, it's him. No shit, Sherlock. What are we talking about? You should have noticed it off rip. It wasn't even that long ago that you was kicking it with him. Like, come on.
As the embodiment of Nikador's divinity, he entrusted his life to us and allowed humankind to end his madness. That means that what I'm currently seeing before my eyes is, in fact...
Looks like one hypothesis of mine has already been proven true. These heroes are the true forms of the Titans, before they attain their divinity. If so, the chosen one of death that he speaks of is actually...
Polixia? Is the previous form of Thanatos? But her appearance...
If this is true, as long as we can find out where she went, we'll naturally be able to figure out the location of the Death Titan.
But before that, we first need to witness what ultimately happened to Lord Anias.
Thank you. I've been set free. God is good. God is good. I've been set free. Hold up, before I do anything else. Where's that team building? Apparently Cash was supposed to be here. Where's she at? There she go. Good. Uh-huh. Thank you. Oh my goodness, that's tough. Anyway. If only I could look underneath your skirt, this would be better. But unfortunately, this game is anti-Gooner, and I do not respect it. Oh my god, what's that? Holy guacamole, nigga, what? Yeah, she's cooler than any Emanator in this game. Yep, it's a wrap. Get folded and get cooked. It is what it is. Now, I appreciate everyone watching the stream. If you fell asleep while watching the stream, wake up and hit that like button before you go back to sleep. Thank you. Tomorrow night, or technically later today, with another Star Wars stream. We're gonna keep this energy rolling till Friday. And then on Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to stream Genshin. If I don't stream Genshin on either of those 2 days, I will stream Genshin on Monday or Tuesday. One of those 2 days. You get the point. Appreciate y'all watching the stream. Good night. See y'all later. Now I'm going to sleep. Peace. 2 hours and 26 minutes. Almost 2 hours and 30 minutes. But your boy still get good. I'm about to did good. Oh my lord, I can't talk. I'm so tired right now. Alright, I'm out. Peace.